What's up, y'all? I'm back for part 11 of college football imperialism. This is what the map is looking like. Wisconsin, massive up in here in the middle. They took over last episode. They really did. Played a bunch of games. We've got 28 teams. Yeah, 28 teams to go. Let's get right into it. First, we've got Temple. Good old Temple. We have not seen them play yet. Out here, they could play a couple different teams along the East Coast region. Looks like they're going to head northwest and take on, that'll be Penn State in the first game. Temple at Penn State. This is a rivalry. It's definitely not a competitive one. I do remember Temple beating Penn State one time, though. Nittany Lions are an 88 overall. The Owls are a 73 overall. This one's in Happy Valley.
Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases.
Penn State starts out with a touchdown lead. Temple does tie it up. 7-all at the end of the first quarter. Pretty slow. Penn State with a 4-point lead at halftime, 14-10. Temple with a lead, a 3-point lead at the end of the third quarter, 24-21. The Owls lead up by 3. Penn State takes a 4-point lead at the end, and the Nittany Lions able to squeeze out the victory. Nearly a massive upset, but Penn State hangs on just barely. They do take down Temple 28-24.
Rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's
really good game there. Penn State has now beaten every other team in Pennsylvania. They took down Pitt. Now they take down Temple. They could definitely be a sleeper team. Temple is removed from the wheel. Let's see. Looks like we get LSU in the next game. Tigers are down here. They beat Ole Miss. That's how they got most of their territory. Where are they going? Looks like they're going northeast from their logo. That'll be... looks like Tennessee. Really? Yeah, that's going to be Tennessee. Wow. Okay. LSU at Tennessee. Just a... this territory is going to look so strange. The Vols are an 85 overall. LSU, they're a 90 overall. I hope my game didn't just crash. Looks like it just crashed. Nope, we're back. Alright, that was weird. Haven't had that happen to me before.
Is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top.
Tigers and Vols. I don't know if these two teams play this year in real life. I don't think so. 3 apiece at the end of the first quarter. LSU now up by a field goal. Tennessee, now LSU leads. Very back and forth game. The Tigers are up by 17 now. Vols cutting into the lead. LSU keeping a 20-point lead alive.
Sensed a great deal of
And
confidence,
wow,
almost a
Tigers walk out of
slowness
here
in
with
this
a
coaching staff.
37-17
And these guys
victory.
on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on
I
their
expected a
shoulder, I
little bit
think they
more
really felt like they had
competitive of a game, but LSU just walked in there and sort of dominated. Sadly, the Vols have been taken down. This is just weird. Just weird looking territory. I don't even know how to center this logo. There-ish. That's probably fine. It's close enough to the center. Strange. LSU stays on the wheel, and Tennessee is eliminated. 26 teams to go. Gonna get through 10 today. New Mexico State, they are playing their first game. It doesn't really matter where the arrow points because they are going to play Wisconsin. They're surrounded on every side. The Aggies are on the road. There are 74 overall. Wisconsin at home, they're an 87 overall. Maybe this screen's just being slow. I don't know. There we go.
This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Mantown.
Wisconsin with a 3-0 lead in the first quarter. Now a 10-0 lead. Aggies scored a field goal, but they're down by 14 points at halftime. Wisconsin up 17. 34-10. 34-16. Wisconsin pretty easily gets this victory over NMSU.
But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. And I know we
34-16 final score. Just cleans up this area a little bit more. Wisconsin now has the entirety of the American Southwest, as well as much of the Midwest. And West, just in general. Aggies are off the wheel. 25 to go. Next, we're going to see Georgia Tech play. Yellow Jackets are surrounded by mostly good teams. Also Coastal Carolina. But this arrow's going to point southeast. And unless I say that's Miami, which I don't think it is, we'll respin. That arrow will point them northeast. Does that hit coastal territory? I cannot tell. This window's too big. In the center of the logo, does it hit coastal? I just cannot tell. I think it's not gonna hit Coastal. It's gonna go just barely by the edge there. They're gonna go north. Oh, it'll be LSU, really? Okay, Georgia Tech at LSU. Georgia Tech probably not gonna have a good time in this game. That's my guess. Tigers are a 90 overall. If I remember correctly, Georgia Tech's an 80 or an 85. No, just an 80. So, meh.
On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the
I do not know how this place holds 100K. It baffles me. Kinda as I predicted, LSU's just thumping the Yellow Jackets. They're up 31-7 at halftime. 41-14 in the fourth quarter. 47-14 is the final score. It's not a fun time for the Yellow Jackets. Not a fun time for them. Tigers walk away with another victory. They've got Alabama and Auburn completely surrounded. Wow. LSU is just gigantic down here in the southeast. I don't know where to put the logo. The logo, you'll have to go like here. That works. Anyway, Georgia Tech removed from the wheel. Finally, we'll go out west. We'll see Fresno play. They could take on either San Jose State, Washington, or Wisconsin. They're going to be bold. They're going to make a big move here and just take on Wisconsin. Wisconsin pretty much came out of nowhere, but now they're just massive. I'm telling you, all it takes is one game. Although the Badgers have survived a couple of attacks, I guess, since they took over the combination of Colorado and Kansas's land.
Historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle.
Fresno and UW was tied up 7 apiece at the end of the first quarter. Fresno with a 7-point lead. Wisconsin ties it up. Fresno with a 7-point lead again. 28-17 after halftime. 28-20. 35-20. Fresno State leads. We're in the fourth quarter. Wisconsin has tied it up 35 apiece. 38-35. We are in overtime. And oh boy. Wisconsin takes down Fresno in overtime. Wow. Tyler Van Dyke, great game. 4 touchdowns, 310 passing yards.
David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives
Wow.
out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win.
Looks like Wisconsin scored first in overtime, and they just held Fresno out of the end zone once their attempt came around. 45-38. Keep the Badgers on their toes. Bulldogs, who played very well have finally been eliminated. Fresno is removed from the wheel. Got 5 more games. Maryland. Good old Terrapins have been selected to play next. There are a bunch of good teams around them who they could play. Or if they get it the perfect spin, they'll just take over Delaware. And not have to play a game. Oh, they're definitely going to play a game. Is it going to be against UNC? Yeah, this one will be in Chapel Hill. Tar Heels are an 85 overall. The Terrapins, I believe, are an 80. Yes, an 80 overall.
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina.
Here we go. Maryland starts out with a touchdown lead. Now a 14-point lead. UNC cutting back into that big old lead. Tidying it up. 21-14 at halftime. 21 all. 24-21 Maryland leads. 27-28 North Carolina leads. 1-point lead for the Tar Heels. Maryland takes a 5-point lead. Tar Heels take a 3-point lead. 3-point lead there at the end. Oh, it got ugly. 36-33, North Carolina takes down Maryland. Wow. Max Johnson went off. 4 touchdowns, 300 yards.
Like this in college football, when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can
Wow.
get a stop. And unfortunately,
Maryland played what seems like a dozen games, but North Carolina able to take them down. Tar Heels with a good chunk of the mid-Atlantic coast area. Maryland removed from the wheel. Purdue. Purdue is one of the few G5 teams yet to play a game. They could take on Wisconsin, Louisville, or Michigan. They're going to go north. That'll take them to Michigan. Wolverines already took down Notre Dame, as well as Western Michigan, I believe. Boilermakers are an 82 overall. Michigan's an 88 overall. And this one's at the Big House.
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers.
Looks like Michigan's going to score first to take a touchdown lead, but Purdue ties it. Michigan up by 7 at the end of the first quarter. 24-7. Stretching their lead, up by 20 at halftime. Purdue's trying to stay in it. 30-17. Only a 6-point game. Purdue with a 1-point lead near the end of the game, down by 2. They took a 1-point lead at the end, and Purdue in the spoiler makers. A 1-point upset victory over Michigan. Hudson Card, 4 touchdowns, 275 yards. Wow.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to
17 fourth quarter points from Purdue.
They did just that. They're talented.
Wow. They were getting blown out in the first half. They held Michigan to only 6 points in the second half. Wow. Michigan goes down to Purdue. These edges here are looking a little bit weak. Once the episode's over, I'll go through and clean it all up, make it look all nice and pretty again. Purdue stays on the wheel, and the Wolverines have been eliminated. We are not going to get the Ohio State-Michigan game in this series. Sam State finally going to play a game. They are one of the few teams to have not played a game yet. Down here north of Houston, they could play UNT, Rice, LSU, or Wisconsin. They're going to go almost directly north, and they will take on UNT. The Mean Green are a 77 overall. Sam State's a 77 overall as well. I do like those North Texas helmets. They look pretty clean.
Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a team from the AAC.
Oh, they're throwing up gang signs in the crowd.
Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game
North
started.
Texas has an interesting stadium. They've got a like the eagle wings as part of the stadium in one of the end zones. Can't quite see it from this angle. Sam State up by 1 point, now down by 6, tying it up 13 apiece at halftime. Not too much going on. North Texas takes a 3-point lead, now a 6-point lead. And they're going to hang on to that.
It's just not your day. Things just didn't
Take
work.
home the victory,
And that seemed to be the
19-13.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough.
Shut Sam
Now you
Houston
start to
out
think
in the
about
second
what
half.
could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defense.
So they'll expand from Denton just a little bit south into Huntsville. Sam State off the wheel. Only 20 teams remaining. We've eliminated 114 teams, yeah. Wow. Tulsa, why does Tulsa have an apostrophe? That's weird. It is Tulsa, though. They haven't played a game yet. They're probably going to play Wisconsin, but they could play LSU. We'll see. No, it'll be Wisconsin. Definitely. Will the Golden Hurricanes be the ones to take down the Badgers? I don't know. Tulsa's a 76 overall. Whiskey's an 87 overall.
Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, where these fans have been getting prepared to cheer.
Wisconsin starts out a long drive, only leading to a field goal for them. Tulsa takes a touchdown lead. 7-6. Tulsa leads at halftime, now up 10-6. Wisconsin finally takes a 3-point lead. Tulsa up by 4. Wisconsin down by 11. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you're kidding.
They're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Tulsa upsets Wisconsin 31-28 on the road. They were led by a freshman quarterback. Whoa. How did my controller disconnect?
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmaking.
31-28.
Make those big plays. So
A 43-point fourth quarter.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer,
In what was originally a very low-scoring game.
Presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Tulsa just became the biggest team on the map. That's crazy. That is just crazy. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. No. Good. Wow. At no point was I expecting Tulsa to become the largest team west of the Mississippi. Also east of the Mississippi. Well, partially. I need to get them a new logo because this one is just looking a little bit pixelated. I'll do that before the next episode. I will find them another logo. Wow. Tulsa with an apostrophe. I'll leave that there for good luck. Taking down Wisconsin. Final game coming up right here. Rice is going to play. The Owls are down here. They could play Tulsa, or they could play UNT or LSU. Oh, I do need to change the Hawaiian Islands. There we go. Rice. They're going to play... Oh, it's close. Oh, it is almost right there in the middle. At that split. It might take him to LSU, actually. Yeah, I think Rice is going to have to play at LSU. Alrighty. In the final game, so the Owls play the Tigers. LSU's a 90 overall. Rice is a 77 overall.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton
Close game here, not much scoring. LSU a 7-0 lead at the end of the first. Rice ties it up, 7 apiece. 7 all at halftime. What's up with LSU? Rice takes a 7-point lead. LSU ties it up at 14. Rice with a fantastic opportunity, and they blew it. Oh, they blew it. Rice gave up 14 fourth quarter points, and they let the Tigers win 21-14.
At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
Oh, Rice blew that opportunity. Could have done it. Could have done it. Just not able to hang on, I guess. It means Rice is eliminated. And the Tigers stretch their territory into Texas. Farther into Texas. Well, there you have it. That is this episode. Let me try to go over, or let me do a little bit of a recap. Fresno lost to Wisconsin. New Mexico State lost to Wisconsin. Tulsa beat Wisconsin. UNC beat Sam State. Rice lost to LSU. Purdue beat Michigan. LSU beat Georgia Tech. North Carolina beat Rutgers. Penn State beat Temple. I'm missing one. Did somebody else play Wisconsin? That's going to drive me crazy. You watched the video. You know what happened. Like, subscribe, comment. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. And until the next one, peace.